I think we're live.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm going to pull up
I
comments.
keep forgetting we have to go to like Goodreads and get our video. I'm not
Agreed.
Goodreads, YouTube. YouTube. Here we go. Okay. You get the chat from YouTube, correct? I
Yeah.
mean, okay. Okay. Alrighty.
Whale. So,
Okay.
welcome everybody.
Yes.
It's been a long 2 months.
Yes, it has.
So, we are talking about Crescent City. And I will say that I'm so glad that we had 2 months to read this
Oh
because
my
she was a
gosh.
beast.
Yes, I needed the 2 months, that's for sure.
I mean, I just finished it like last week anyway with this 2 months, which I was very surprised that it took me that long for a Sarah J. Maas book.
I finished it yesterday.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, so but I mean, I think also we've just been so busy. I think it like worked out perfectly that we needed the 2 months just with everything with like COVID. By the way, I
Yeah.
hope everyone is safe and healthy.
Yes.
Um, but it's funny, I feel like the more cooped in the house I am, the less motivated I was to read.
I am feeling the same way. I'm glad that I am not alone in that.
Yeah, yeah. And then moving into like the new house and unpack. Oh my gosh, it's just been crazy past 2 months. So I'm glad we needed it because she chunky.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
So, um, do you want to start with what you rated it?
I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars, but
So did
I'm
I.
very conflicted about my rating.
Me too. Me too.
So, what's the biggest downfall for you?
Like it sucks because I was like, I'm mad because I feel like I didn't really like it, but I still liked it. So like for a Sarah J. Maas book, I was a little disappointed.
Same.
I hate to say that. I feel so bad saying that. But for like a regular book, not a Sarah J. Maas, because I liked it. Like I thought the plot was really unique. I liked the writing style. But I felt like there were so many obvious signs to I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I'm at a loss for words.
So, I definitely think that it was tropey,
Yes.
and I didn't particularly love that. I thought this was definitely not her best writing that I've seen, especially it being in the adult genre. I've fallen in love with the rest of her books. I was expecting the adult genre to really bring something not necessarily better, but what more practice and more. I was expecting more from this, and it didn't deliver. I would rank these probably under her young adult series, which
Yeah.
is so painful.
I did say so I uploaded my Dewey's Readathon vlog yesterday. Sorry guys, it's like 2 weeks late. And I was only halfway through the book and at that time I mentioned that I felt like it was the best book in the first book of the series. So like I really enjoyed Akatar, but it's not my favorite in the series and I really enjoyed Throne of Glass and it wasn't my favorite in the series and I felt like as a first book in a series, I thought that this had really great world building, connecting with the characters really well. I thought the plot was intriguing. Um, but I feel like she wrote so many better books. But I did enjoy it for the first in a series. Like, what do you think? Like, compare it to like ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. Granted, she wrote those like what, 10 years ago.
Hmm.
Do you think it's like a good first book of a series, or are you kind of disappointed?
Hi, Haley. So
Hey! Oh, I'm so glad
I
you loved it. I'm so glad.
so I I would rank this under ACOTAR, honestly, because
Really?
ACOTAR, I remember finishing that book and craving the next book
That's
and being
true.
like, I need to know what happened. Oh my god, I love the characters.
That's
I
true.
was so enthralled by that. This I wasn't.
Yeah.
Usually with Sarah J. Maas books, you finish one, you're like, I need the next one now.
Yeah.
I could wait. Like it's
It it wrapped up really nicely. This could be a standalone. I know it's
yeah.
not, but it really could be.
So I'm excited to see what the next one in this is in this series. I'm hoping we're gonna be following other houses. Since this is House of Earth and Blood,
But
I'm
she's
hoping that she'll dive more into other characters and not follow Bryce again, even though I loved Bryce.
yeah, she was my least favorite character.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what? I've always been more partial to her side characters. I feel like her side characters are the ones that really take like shine and are the stars of the books. Like Feyre is my least favorite character in ACOTAR. I much prefer more Riz,
Totally.
Cassian, and then in Throne of Glass, as much as I love Selena, I think that like Manon and later on Dorian, I feel like they really take like they just shine and
Totally.
that's one thing that she does really well. She writes her side characters like every single character I feel like has great development and they're put there for a reason. Well, in her other books. But
Shade. So who was your favorite in this one?
I really like Rune and Hunt.
Yeah,
Yeah, I loved their banter. I thought that was honestly the best banter and sass was between the two. It reminded me so much of just like a court of dreams banter between I don't know. It was just it was really I really enjoyed it.
two alpha males like on the
Yes,
same level. Yeah.
exactly. Who um I guess Kale and um why am I blanking? Rowan.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I think she writes really good dialogue for that.
So why didn't you like Bryce?
She was just annoying and she was selfish. I mean, I understand that she went through something traumatic. I get it, but she was just so consumed with like her own agenda. She couldn't stop and think about everybody else. No.
I think it's all based off of
Hi, Rhonda.
like she had a purpose and like that had been plaguing her for how many years and like she got so much shit for that.
Yeah.
Like the I mean that never left her. That followed her throughout her whole life. So like this big mystery of why this happened, she needed that to have peace and she never got that. And so I think like that's why she was so one track mind with trying to figure out what happened and she didn't care about like who got in her way because she was determined to figure this out. And if you think about it, if she was a guy, would you have said that same statement?
Yeah. Because I
Or
feel like Hunt's kind of changed his. He had the same thing. He had his own agenda, but towards the end it like switched and he like actually cared about Bryce and Rune and everybody else. Whereas, I don't know, I felt like all she cared about was herself.
I don't know. I feel like if it was a man who was so focused on like figuring out the mystery, he would be labeled as driven.
I guess. I don't know.
And then
Maybe not.
also if a woman who had her agenda and then did what Hunt did and was like, "Oh no, but I care about the boy," they would be like, "Oh, she's just boy crazy."
That's true. No, I loved her spunk and her passion. I thought she was very like sassy, and I did like her. I just thought she was a little selfish.
I don't know. I think like going through something that traumatic, like I couldn't imagine like imagine if like Kevin was murdered.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So like
Okay,
can
fair
you
enough.
imagine like not doing everything in her power to figure that out? And she like
Yeah,
tried to let it go in those 2 years because
that's
the
true.
book does span in 2 years.
That's
And
true.
then she is still getting shit like the whole donut thing. She was trying to do
Oh
one
yeah.
thing and like people are still giving her shit about it.
Yeah.
And it's
Fair
like
enough.
other people won't let her forget either and move
Yeah.
on.
That's true. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I really liked her. She was probably my standout. I didn't like Hunt.
Oh,
I didn't understand. I was so but like that was probably my like worst part about the whole thing was I was wanting to love him and see their chemistry and like I like didn't care. And I just was like,
I know. I will say, I think Connor and Bryce had more chemistry at the beginning.
yes.
Okay, so I went into this book and I didn't read the synopsis. So when I was like, oh my gosh, I hope Connor's the love interest, and I like texted you that, you were like, keep reading.
Yep. And I'm the same way. I had no clue. I just like jumped in and I was like, holy no. I was
I
so
know. I was
mad.
so sad. I was so sad because Connor was just such a great character. It's crazy how she was able to write such amazing characters in like less than 100 pages with like Connor and Danica.
Yes, I totally agree. And how much she made us care about them through
Mhm.
Bryce.
Mhm.
So I will attest that she's got amazing writing skills for that. Also, I love her big books. This could have been shorter. This was way too much. Like by at least 300 pages, this could have just been chunked down in the middle. Like
I agree.
I,
Yeah.
I will say like and that's why I feel like it dragged for me is that this was too long and it got a bit info dumpy. And I get she's creating this whole world. We need
Mhm.
all of that information. But I feel like there could have been better ways to bleed that into the story versus just like all in the middle. And here the big action happened where there's a murder at the beginning. And here is where everything like shit hit the fan last 100, 200 pages. And I'm
It's
like,
true.
could we spread that out a little bit farther?
Yeah. I didn't think it was too info dumpy at the beginning. I thought like she introduced the world as the plot progressed. I thought it was decently done. But I will say the ending scene where like Micah just like spilled his entire plan, I was like, really? Come on.
Such a
That
tropey
oh,
villain
I
thing.
was like, that couldn't have been done differently. Oh, I don't know. It
You
was
could totally see that playing out in a Disney
yes,
villains.
yes.
Like,
And it's funny because at first I was like, who is the villain? I thought it was very interesting how like the police force were kind of corrupt, and then the wolves like Sabine, who are supposed to protect, were also corrupt. So it was very interesting how everyone everybody was correct but also corrupt. So it was really hard to at first figure out, okay, who's going to be the villain. But then towards like the middle, I was like so not surprised of
yeah, I
that.
agree.
I was like, I knew it wasn't Sabine because it was too obvious. And then I was like, oh, of course she's going to get powers. Like that's obvious as well. I didn't think it was, I don't know. I felt like there was a lot of obvious. I wasn't surprised.
Yeah. So I wasn't really looking for someone, to be honest. I just, after we'd figured out that it was a demon being summoned, I was like, it was a demon. Okay. And maybe that's why like this book dragged for me because I wasn't looking for the murderer. I wasn't looking for the
Mhm.
big mystery. I just was like, okay, it's a demon. Like I
Interesting.
didn't really like care who necessarily summoned it. And
Yeah.
I was just like, what is this story? Like I was there for the characters. I really wasn't there for the mystery aspect of it. I
Yeah.
wish that the mystery was a little bit more gripping. Um,
Yeah.
but once it revealed like who it was, I was just like, okay. Like that doesn't it wasn't like a shock to me. So
Yeah. Yeah. I did like the synthetic magic drug. I thought that was really unique.
mhm.
And then, well, not unique because that's kind of tropey in a lot of books, but it kind of like had a twist to the plot. And then the horn, I thought that was really cool, like
Yeah.
etched in her tattoo. I thought that I hadn't read anything like that before. But yeah, this book was very tropey. There wasn't a lot of I don't know.
Well, you have read that before. Akomath. The magic is in the tattoo.
Oh yeah, shoot, you're
She
right.
she ties a lot of it with her other series.
That's true.
So she and I do like that she takes nods to her other books. Now,
Yeah,
some either say that that is her taking like not writing something new, just taking the same thing and putting new packaging on it,
I
or
disagree.
it can be that she is taking nods to her fan base and being like the alpha hole thing. Hilarious to me because I just kept thinking the ACOMF series, how
I
they
love
talk
it.
about their alpha males. I
Enemy
love that.
enemies to lover, love it. And that's
Oh yeah.
most of her actually that's all of her books,
Yeah.
almost. All of her relationships is hate to love,
hmm
pretty
Um,
much.
so
And I love it. It's fantastic. Give me more hate to love.
so the alpha hole like lingo is
Yeah,
definitely a nod to her other series.
that's true.
She also talks about the summer Solis getting drunk and having sex and getting caught for having sex at the summer Solis. So that was also like a nod to her other books. Um, oh, there was something
Yeah,
else too.
that's
Oh
true.
shoot, I have it on my phone.
Well, I mean, Akatar and Throne of Glass, like mating, she has a lot of similarities in her books, which
Yep.
it never bothered me. It doesn't bother me.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. So, does anyone have questions or what you rated the book?
Okay. And the last thing that she made a nod to was I don't need alpha male like or treating me like a mate and locking me up. Another nod
Yeah.
to
Uh,
Akomath series.
yeah. Yeah.
And I was really like I definitely caught those listening to it because I listened to it on audiobook and followed along with the book. And I like cracked up because I love that she was like kind of poking fun at herself and also like tying in stuff from her other series for her readers.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it at all. At all. Because if you think about it, like there are so many authors that like for example, young adult contemporary authors where you kind of see the same thing in their books.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But I really enjoyed like the little nods that she
mhm.
did for her readers.
Mhm. I liked La Haba
Oh my gosh, yes.
and the Chimera.
Oh, I was that was
That yeah,
I was getting
pets,
so upset.
pets. I
Yeah.
know, pets.
So I was really upset about like the sprite like
Yeah.
saving her. I like
Mhm.
so here's the thing about this book that I was really teetering on the edge of being like, do I really care? Like, is this isn't that great? And I was
Mhm.
like getting disappointed in the middle chunk of it because I was like, it's so slow in the middle. And then I was starting to get to the end, and I was like, I didn't realize how much I cared about these characters and this book until the end when shit started getting real that I was like, oh no, no one died. And I was like, didn't realize that I cared about them that much until they were in danger.
Yeah.
So like as soon as um the Sprite and everything happened there, I was like, I can't take this. Like, and, and then like when the battle went in, and the fact that they're all watching it, that's what I had a question on. How were they watching it? How would they follow her around the city? Do they have like a
Oh,
drone or something?
no, they had someone hacking into the cameras of the city. His name was
Okay.
Declan.
Okay.
Declan,
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like on street lights or something. Because I was
Yeah,
like, how are
yeah.
they having?
Yeah, they're yeah, they were hacking into the street lights. I can't remember. I want to say his name is Declan.
I also can definitely see this becoming a TV show. Like I could see it. It's
Oh,
so cinematic.
yes. Oh, yeah, it really is. It really, although I don't know, there weren't that much action scenes. Well, maybe not. A lot of
But
the scenes with like the demon.
yeah, well, they don't need a lot of action scenes on a TV
Hmm.
show because it could be more like sitcom-y
That's true. That's true.
and more like character-based TV shows of them interacting and following this mystery and
Hmm.
going to the bars and having all these corrupt people and the Viper Queen. Like I can totally
You're
see it being
right.
a TV
Oh,
show.
for sure, for sure. Way but not a movie, TV
No,
show.
no, yeah.
TV show. Did you find a lot? How far did you get in the City of Bones series?
I've read them all.
Okay, I felt like there was so much similarities.
Now, do
So
you think
much.
that's because of the writing style? Do you think that's just because it's an urban fantasy?
It could just but see, it's not an urban fantasy though. It's like it's a new world. I was thinking about that. Like she created a new world, right? So it's a high fantasy, isn't it?
My guess. It just feels so urban fantasy.
Yeah. Because it's
Yeah, but they also have,
they
no,
have
you're right.
humans, but they
They
have
have
humans.
humans, but it is a whole new world.
Okay, okay. I guess I haven't read a lot of adult fantasy, so
I've read adult fantasy, but I just feel like adult fantasy also follows in this same trope that I don't like. That
yeah,
they wait until the last 150, 200 pages and shit hits the fan and it's great epic endings.
right.
Brandon Sanderson is definitely one that follows that trope. And it kills me because I'm like, I want more spread out. Like I need more in between there to
Hmm.
keep me going. And they tend to like save their big boom at just that.
Like
And
Kingdom of Ash. There were
yeah,
so many amazing scenes throughout the entire book. Not
right. I need it
everything. Yeah,
balanced.
there was like an epic battle at the end, but there was also so much other stuff that happened throughout.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found so many similarities to like I don't know the shadow hunters, like the mer people, the fairies, remind me like the fairy queen, really reminded me of like the viper queen. Um,
I'm very intrigued with the
uh,
Viper Queen. I'm also
yeah,
very intrigued with oh, her friend that's a mercenary. I want a book
Fury,
on her.
Fury,
Yes, I want a book on Fury. I
yeah,
would totally read that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I would be very interested to see if she made Fury ace and not have a romantic interest and just have it be like on just her and her
Hannah,
adventures. Hi.
yeah, but wait, isn't she in a relationship with Juniper?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I would still love that book though. I would still love that book.
See, that's what I'm saying. Her side characters are great. You want
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. I'm
So,
just so bummed that I didn't really care for Hunt. Like I
see, I
didn't
liked him.
dislike him. I think he was interesting. I
Yeah.
just like they referenced his power so much before we saw any of it. And I get it's because he was like he had the like his tattoo and it was
Hmm.
because he was a slave. They like took most of his power through that tattoo. I totally get that.
Hmm.
But like that made me not believe it because I was like, I'm not seeing this big bad male. Like I
Yeah.
don't get it. Like And I'm just like I was annoyed by that because they kept referencing how good this power was or whatever, and then like he did nothing. And I was just like, oh, I'm over this. Like you're not. Why am I reading about the past of something that you're not? And I'm
Yeah.
just like over it. Like if we would have had like maybe flashbacks or something,
Yeah.
then I could have believed it a little bit more. But I was
Yeah.
like, why does she even need him around? Like, what is he doing to help in this entire thing?
True. True. You didn't think his story was like heart-wrenching though?
It was good, but it was like
I thought it was so sad.
it definitely was sad. But also like we didn't get the flashbacks. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like what's his personality traits? He's
Fair
a
enough.
very one-dimensional character that I was like,
Yeah.
cool, you like baseball. You like to protect people.
Yeah. Follow
You're
orders.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, not that I'm trying to throw shade here, but I mean like we already have that done so much better with Dimitri, and I'm just like why do I care about you? Like at least I get to see at least he like we see his power. Like
That's true. That's true. Fair enough. Fair enough.
so I was just annoyed that I was like, "Okay, this is my love interest. I'm ready for it." And I just was like, I don't care. Like
Yeah. No, I agree. It's not the best relationship like
no.
that she's written. Definitely not.
And like it was getting there at the end that I was like, I'm kind of on board, but I was expecting so much more out of an 800-page book from Sarah J. Maas being like, this is a love interest. I should be like so rooting
I agree.
by now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they kissed once.
It was very tame for a very tame for a
Yeah.
Sarah J. Maas adult book. Like, whoa, totally.
Oh, I like
Oh,
Kale.
she's coming for your kale.
I like Kale. Wait, did you read all the series, Hannah? Even Tower of Dawn?
She's so fighting for Kale right now. Just give him a chance, guys.
I feel like he has such redeeming qualities.
Yeah, I will definitely give you the Tower
He
of Dawn.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, that's fine then.
You're a lost cause now.
No, it's okay. You can have because like I hate when people are like, "Oh, I hate Kale," and they haven't like read the series, and I'm like, "Well, read the series."
Give him time. Give him time.
Tower of Dawn, you didn't like it. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. Like if you're not a fan, you're not gonna
Yeah,
like
that's all
that
right.
one.
That's all right. I just felt like he had so many like he is an interesting character. Like you really like him at the beginning and then you hate him and then he like I don't know,
Far
he
better
has
than Hunt.
so many different Oh no, not Hunt, Kale.
No,
He
yeah,
has
I'm saying Kale is far better than Hunt.
yeah, I reread the series. Was it this year or last year? I think it was just
This year.
this year I reread all of the Throne of Glass. Except I did not. I stopped after. I still need to listen to Tower of Dawn. Kevin's listening to it right now, but yeah, I was really sad. I was like, I finished it yesterday, and I was just like,
It just did not live up to what I was expecting.
yeah, I know.
I wonder what the difference is between them classifying this as an adult or a YA. Like, because
Maybe the violence and the language.
did they really have less violence and language than the other ones? Oh, totally. So Hannah says, anyone else look for Hunt's flaws because Sarah J. Maas never sticks with the first love interest. Yeah, I was definitely waiting for a switch.
Yeah, okay, I don't know why. I just gotta, yeah, you're right.
Yep. And also maybe that's why I have like Sarah J. Maas PTSD of being like, I'm not getting attached to Hunt because he's gonna be
Oh,
gone anyway.
honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if he had died.
No. When he like dove in front of her, I was heart wrenched that I was like,
Yes.
oh god. And then like he ended up working out, and I was like, okay.
No, like, but I feel I don't. I wouldn't have minded if she had died either.
Right? Like you
I
don't like they're just not
I was honestly like I wasn't sad
See, I think it would
when
have been
she
much.
made the drop, which I thought that was interesting. The drop. I hadn't read
Yeah,
anything
that was
like that.
unique.
I hadn't
Yeah.
read anything like that before.
So I really was like expecting her not to make it through and then like Hunt pine for her in death and stuff, and like I would have loved that story. And then we could have like
Yeah.
seen more of Hunt and more like development on Hunt being the main character then.
Hmm.
And like maybe like talk with her like through the veil, kind of like she was doing with Danica, and like that would have been interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's I mean there's a lot that can happen. I mean, as we know, we go from Throne of Glass with like 3 characters to how many main characters? 10
Yeah.
to Kingdom of Ash. So, and characters that you're like super invested in.
I have no idea how many books are supposed to be in this
I
series.
don't either. Okay, I am actually confused. You mentioned it's House of Earth and Blood, but she's
Mhm.
not in House of Earth and Blood. That's not her house. That's why I'm so confused. She's in. Okay, comment down below, guys, what she's in, but I don't think she's in Earth and Blood. Oh shoot, what's her name? Bryce. I'm forgetting her name.
Okay, I'm on Sarah J. Maas's website, and it's not saying how many is going to be in this series.
Okay, Bryce Quinlan. Um, what house is she in? See, oh,
I'm
she's in the
gonna.
House of Sky and Breath. She's in the House of
Are
for the
you sure?
Fae. Positive. Yeah, she's in the House of Sky and Breath. So the House of Sky and Breath has the Autumn King, Declan, Rune, Tristan. It's the Fae. And then the Melikim, Hunt, Isaiah, Micah, and Naomi. Um,
I'm gonna throw out that there's
and
gonna be
then
like 7 books because that
who's
sounds right.
yeah,
Not that I have any information. That's just like typical YA. It's like 7 books.
that's true. Um, I don't know. I'm confused with the House of Earth and Blood. Who's in the House of Earth and Blood?
Oh, wasn't that the house Danica was in? House of Earth and Blood.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. Hmm. And I mean, it was very Danica centric in like a second person narrative.
yeah, yeah. That was yeah for sure. Okay, so Danica's in House of Earth and Blood. Oh, hello. I don't know why I'm literally looking it up when it tells you
Yeah, I have the art copy. I don't have that.
in
It
the
doesn't
book.
give me that.
Okay, so House of Earth and Blood are the shifters, the witches, and the humans. House of Sky and Breath are the angels and the fae and the sprites. House of Many Waters are the Mer. And then House of Flame and Shadow are the Reapers, the Wraith, vampires, Draki, dragons, necromancers. So I have a feeling there's a lot to come. There's a lot of interesting characters in this that we didn't we didn't see.
So what's the one that Fury's in?
Fury is in. What is Fury? Is she? She's not a human, is she?
I don't think so. I think she's just. I don't know. Well, because she's dating the fairy, right?
Juniper. I don't remember what Juniper is.
Sky and Breath. I think that's response to what she's
Um,
in.
yeah. Reapers and the Wraiths. So would that be Fury? Is she human?
We need a wiki page.
You
Here we
do.
go.
Who? I thought Fury was. Fury Axtar. Oh, she's in House of Earth and Blood.
Well, damn.
Oh no, she's an unknown veneer. Okay, so we don't know what she is.
That's why we can't remember.
She's an assassin, so I'm assuming she's gonna come into play later. And then what's Juniper?
She needs to have her own book. That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
The,
Juniper is. She's a fawn. That's right, she's a fawn because she has hooves.
oh yes, when she was dancing, I remember
Yes,
now.
yes, yeah, and she's in House of Earth and Blood.
Okay.
Okay, so I thought it's interesting that it's called House of Earth and Blood, but our main
Not her house.
characters are not in Earth and Blood. Well, I guess you said Danica, which kind
Mhm.
of she is essentially the main. Um,
Yeah,
she's kind of like what fuels the story.
definitely.
Um,
So, what would you guys all change about this story?
Furious Fae, fake fan. um, according to fandom.com, uh, Fury is an unknown veneer.
Oh,
Lahaba
same.
lives.
I get it. That definitely like made me realize how much I like actually cared about the character. So we kind of
Yeah.
needed that like shell shock because
Yeah.
she was a highlight by far of the entire
Oh,
book.
she brought the best comedic relief. So good.
And the fact that like I'm imagining this tiny little thing like flirting with Hunt is like fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how
Booty.
tall she actually is, but I freaking love
I
like
think she's small
I don't know. That's just in my head. I was like imagining her like being
because I
tiny.
think she mentions that she like flew to his face. I think she's small.
Okay, well that's where I got it then because I was definitely picturing like Tinkerbell size.
I was too. Let's see what
Fan art. Oh man.
let's see what fandom says about Lahaba.
Okay.
I don't know. It isn't
oh my god, this is adorable.
Tinkerbell size. Oh gosh. I have a feeling each book may get bigger as the series go along. Yeah, I don't know. I for a Sarah J. Maas book, it took me for okay. Question: if
Mhm.
this had not been written by Sarah J. Maas, because we're all very much Sarah J. Maas fans, would you
Trash.
have what?
Trash. We are Sarah J. Maas
Would you
trash.
have enjoyed it better? Like if this was like a debut novel to like an author we had never read books before, would that
I
change
would
your
have
rating?
yeah. Because I probably would have DNF'd it.
Oh,
I would
so
have.
not
I
in a
would
good
have.
way. It changed your rating.
I definitely would have been. There's no goddamn payoff within 600 pages. Why am I? And I don't care about the characters. Why am I still reading this? But I knew that her characters were going to get better. I knew the romance was going to get better. Her world is great in
Mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
And like the dialogue's good.
The politics, she
Yeah.
always has great politics. Just the politics between all of the different species and like the hierarchy within each species. There's just multiple elements to all of that. I will say I really enjoyed.
But if I didn't know that this was going to have the good payoff that I know Sarah J. Maas delivers, I would have DNF'd it.
I
Like,
think I think I
Especially if
prefer
I'm
the
not in the mood. No way.
yeah, I think I prefer the politics in Tar,
Yep.
but
Look at Lahaba. She's so cute. Oh my god. That's definitely not what I was picturing, but I am not upset about it.
yeah.
I did see this too. Like, God, so freaking cute.
Oh, is that the Chimera? Is
Mm-hmm.
that what is it?
And the
Syrinx?
Hobbit.
Syrinx? Oh my gosh.
God, I can't.
I know. I know.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm wondering if we're going to be going against the what is it? The Asterix? Is that their name? Like what are they? Are they beings? Are they fae? Are they gods?
So there's like a governing city that is corrupt, like who's actually governing the city, and then there's like the gods above the governing city.
Asteri. Yeah.
Yeah. So that I wasn't impressed by the end of that either.
No, I wasn't either.
So I was bored that they were like, we thank you for your service, but like you can't do this. And I was like bored with it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. They're the rulers of Midgard. They rule the planet from the Eternal City.
Okay.
They're the most powerful being. And they created the Malachim. Interesting. Okay, so they created the phase. So I guess they're gods. Yeah, I thought it was really interesting that they're like destroying the city with tanks. I'm like, aren't you guys almighty beings? Like,
Right.
why the hell are we like torpedoing tanks?
I know. I was expecting more of a magical showdown. I loved Rune. I
Yes,
really
I
want
loved
like his
Rune.
own book
I
too.
loved Rune. I loved Rune. He was great.
Honestly, he was better than Hunt. I actually really liked that like dynamic between Bryce and Rune.
Yeah, I thought that was
Like
really
the brother
interesting.
sister
Yeah,
dynamic, and like the fact that he's got such a seedy past with his dad too,
yeah,
that I like loved that dynamic.
yeah.
How do we feel about the dad?
The Autumn King.
Yeah.
I actually like him. I think he's a great villain, and I think he's gonna. I think he was written well. Like we
Do
hate
you think
him.
he's the villain though?
I think he's like
Because he softened up like butter at the end.
not really. I mean, a little bit, but
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know.
When she was like dying,
Yeah,
and then the fact that she was like, he called the mom and was like, why didn't you tell me type of thing. Like, it
yeah,
sounded to me more concern for his daughter than it was like being like, I'm power hungry. Like,
yeah. I kind of wish he had kept that persona.
yeah.
I don't know. I liked him. I thought he was well, like he's a corrupt king.
I liked
I thought he was well, like
the dynamic more than I like the dynamic between Rune and him more, like that hatred, like you could see that hatred between those two.
yeah,
Or between Rune like hating his dad
yeah,
versus like Bryce didn't really like give a shit. She was just like, that's my dad, I don't
yeah,
care.
yeah.
Like nothing was there, and I wanted to see that like animosity stirring
Well, it's
to
kind of
where
like
like hate him.
it's kind of like in Throne of Glass, Kale with his dad. Like, would you consider his dad a villain? But his dad is like cruel.
I wouldn't consider his dad a villain. He wasn't on that level. I would consider him a shitty person.
So is that what we're
Yeah,
essentially?
I think
Okay,
so.
so the Autumn King is just
Not interesting enough to be
like
a full villain.
just like a son of a bitch, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now I think Danica's mom, I hated her
Oh,
way more than I
oh
hated
my
Autumn King.
gosh. When he was getting his wings cut and she was just standing there and just like,
I will say,
oh,
I actually cared about Hunt at that moment that I
yeah,
was
me
like,
too.
holy shit.
Yeah, when they said that they were gonna like take his wings, I was like,
I
yeah,
really thought that he was gonna die until she was
yeah.
like, don't worry, they grow back. And I was like, they grow back? Like,
Well,
are
yeah,
you
because they
having
talk
like
about
little Tinkerbell wings at some point? Like,
yeah,
I
because he
can't.
talks about like limbs. Their limbs grow back if they've made the drop.
Can you just imagine though this big supposedly hunky male with like these tiny
Like
little butterfly wings on?
Deadpool,
I just can't. Like,
like Deadpool.
oh yeah, with his tiny little arm, yeah. No,
Sabine can choke. Yeah.
seriously.
She was horrible.
I
Horrible.
I considered her like having Danica killed for like a moment.
Yeah, I thought she kind of did too. But see, it's interesting because like when she found out that Micah killed Danica, she started crying, but then towards the end she still kept her persona of like my daughter is selfish and I was like she's not like glad she's dead, but she's like not happy to have had
She
her as a
got what
daughter.
yeah, she got what she deserved type of thing.
Yeah, essentially. So, she's yeah, she was bad. Um but I thought she was a very well written character.
Yeah.
So I felt like
I
there was a lot of like morally gray characters in this book.
totally.
So I
Yeah.
liked that. Because I was like,
I
you
I
go ahead.
really want to hear and see what the Viper Queen is going to do because I feel like we got like such a good taste of
I
her,
know, I
of
know.
like potential of like, ooh, you could be a Manning character. Like, give me more of that. So
She
I'm like,
could.
I just
It's so hard to speculate because so
she
much can
was
happen.
she was such a short character, and we got so much
Yeah,
personality out of
yeah.
her, and that just like a little bit that I was like, ooh, I'm interested.
I feel like we got too much for the first book. Too
Yeah.
much. Like, I kind of wish, first of all, we didn't get like a really good cliffhanger.
No.
Which I kind of like there's an epilogue, but like if you remove the epilogue, you essentially could have a standalone book. Um, but I feel
So where
like
would you have ended it? Like her going to descend and like coming back up?
that would have been a good way to stop, like
That
when
would have
she
been
makes the
like a
drop.
horrible way to stop, but also like a horrible in a good way of being like,
Yeah,
holy shit, I need the next book.
yeah, yeah. Or I think we just got too much. Like too like this entire book is like leading up to the spring. Is it the solstice? The spring? So what was the meeting? The summer? That
Mm,
meeting, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like she could have just kept that entire scene for like the next book. I mean, unless I'm assuming she has. So intrigued about Adis. Yeah, the little cat demon. Um,
Yep.
but if we were just given too much.
I agree.
Um, but if they had like waited for the meeting in a second book, you know what I mean? Like that
I think we
entire
needed to take out a chunk in the middle of the like mystery elements.
but see, I feel
Like
like it was too wrapped up. Like we know who killed Danica. We know about like we essentially know everything.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, we
like,
really needed another cliffhanger or like something leading
yeah,
on to like
yeah, or an unanswered plot.
yeah.
So like not figuring out who Danica is. Or like maybe ending it with her figuring out that her horn was tattooed on her back and then stopping it there. And then like the rest of like a new book starts and like we're starting to figure out like the murder mystery. I don't know, maybe spreading out the murder mystery a little bit.
Oh god, no.
No?
I already think that that was too long. It was too pedantic of we spent too much time. Like I don't care. You went to the nail salon and found out this stuff. Like get to the point.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm curious to see where the story will go. She's very unpredictable.
That's also true. Because if you think about like Sarah, like the Throne of Glass series, like the first book, vastly different when you get to the end book
Oh my
of
God.
like the whole plot lines and stories. Like all of it is
Honestly, yeah. On book 2 and 3, but it's because it was supposed to be a trilogy, and then she decided she wanted to expand it. So book 3, she like
yeah.
so
Mhm.
I don't know because Akatar is only honestly I could just do without this series. Give me the spin-off of Akatar.
Oh yeah,
I
I
want
much would
Nesta's
have.
story.
Yeah, I much would have rather had that.
And I mean, we know we're supposed to be getting something because of what is it? A Court of Frost and Starlight. Like it's kind of like that filler book.
Transition book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we know we're getting Nesta's story. Give it to me.
Yeah. What are you doing wasting your
Stop
time writing
writing
this?
800-page books.
Yep, I totally agree.
Yes, Nesta and Cassian's book. Yes, like this is unnecessary.
You already have gold.
I
Stop binge
want
reading.
I
Go to the other.
I want my ACOTAR spinoff. I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So, because we already have amazing characters, she can start that spinoff story so well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want a Dorian and Manon.
Oh my god. Yeah, but what story? I mean, I don't know if they could survive their own book.
Well, I guess yeah. I mean, because we have our own Kale story. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that they would not be able to survive a whole book. Like they would end up breaking up.
I know. I'm just like, yeah.
Well,
I'm glad. I'm glad everyone agrees. 100% prefer ACOTAR spinoff versus. I'm just, yeah. I'm curious to see it in another perspective besides Feyre. I feel like it'll. I don't know. I think it's going to be really well done.
so is there any other final thoughts that you have for Crescent City?
I mean, every great author has to have a flop.
It wasn't a flop though. We both rated it 4 stars.
We did.
But I will say, if we didn't have that payoff at the end, this totally would have been like a 3-star max book.
Yeah.
I needed that end part
It's
of like.
funny because I didn't like the ending.
You didn't like the ending?
I thought like that whole Micah scene was just so like, I don't know,
Very
tropey,
predictable.
kind
Yeah.
of too theatrical. Like, oh, the horn worked. Oh, we opened all of these cities. Oh, there are demons coming into the city. It was just, it
Did
was.
you even like the book? I mean, like,
No,
what
I
if
did.
you
I
didn't
liked
like
the
the end?
beginning. I liked the middle. I actually, the part that you didn't like, I
Was
liked the
Atlanta.
banter.
But
It was
I guess.
too City of Bones. It was too Shadowhunter for me.
Mm.
Way too Shadowhunter. I just kept finding too much similarities between the two.
See, and I didn't really care for City of like that whole Cassandra Clare set. I
Yeah.
didn't like love. That was just a mediocre book like series for me.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I felt through the middle of it because I was like, meh. And I needed more action.
Yeah. See, I will say, like, Bryce's brooding was just like, bleh.
I don't know. Like, I can. Bryce was the one that was keeping me going, honestly.
Really? Mine was
Yeah.
like Rune.
Oh, no, totally. But, like, out of the two of them.
Oh.
Because, like, he would pop in, Rune would pop in every so often, but he wasn't a constant.
Yeah, see, it's funny. I think I would have preferred Rune's character as the love interest, like his personality.
Yep.
And Hunt be more of the big brother. Actually,
Yep.
is he the big brother or is he the little brother? Was she born first or was he? I think she was. I think she's older.
Yes. Because I guess we do have one unanswered question of the prophecy of that it's like only one of us can survive with the power or whatever.
Yeah.
That was told. So it's like what's going on there? Like that is a mystery that's left unanswered, but also it's just like, huh?
I do like how she kind of just like totally made fun and like shit on the whole chosen one trope. I like that because like Rune was supposed to be the chosen one, but turns out he's not. And there really isn't a chosen one because she's technically half fae, but she has no power, but then she's got like the starlight in her. I thought that was really interesting. I kind of liked that.
I agree, but also, again, very predictable that she was going to have the power.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I like how it was just like Rune was actually not the chosen one and neither is she. So I like how there's no actual chosen one trope. I like
Mhm.
that. Which I feel like a lot of her books don't have like chosen ones. There's not like one, well, I don't know. They're all so important. There's not like one particular character. Maybe Selena?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's definitely a main character, but I think she fleshes out her side characters so well that it's not like a this is Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah. Like Pharaoh wouldn't be considered the chosen one at all.
No.
Um,
If anything, it would have been Reese.
yeah, yeah. But
Now I want to reread those books.
I know, I know. They're so good. It just, did you like the writing style?
I mean, it's so. I mean, it
It's
wasn't
older.
bad.
Okay,
It wasn't great.
okay. Like, did you feel like it flowed well?
No, it was too slow in the middle.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But I do like the banter. Like I didn't. That part wasn't. So the plot wasn't. The writing was good. The dialogue was good. The plot line was too slow for me. The mystery element of it was too slow for me.
Okay, okay. Probably goes down to the fact that like the first book in a series is 800 pages.
Totally. Like, give me time to care about them.
Yeah, yeah, which is why that's what I'm saying. I feel like we just got too much. I would have
Mhm.
liked more elements of um thoughts on the new Akatar series cover. Wait, what?
To Google.
Uh, like, why are they remaking them? They're perfect.
Yeah, I actually. Oh.
Wait,
Oh, no, no, no. Those are horrible. I
wait,
have seen
what?
those
I don't
before.
see.
No, they are awful.
Which ones? Do you have it on your phone?
This is awful. Gabby Luck.
Wait, why? Why are they doing that?
I've not seen these in person. I've just seen them on the internet, and
What
it's
website are you
awful.
on?
Entertainment Weekly. I just Googled Court of Thorns
Oh,
and Roses.
okay. Yeah, I'm on images and I don't see.
You have to scroll down a
Hmm.
little bit.
Yeah, why would they do that? Why? Like, the covers are amazing. Those are like some of the best book covers ever.
Yeah, no, that's horrible. I
To
don't know why.
rebrand them as adult, I mean, that's pretty damn adult. She's wearing like, I don't know.
It's horrible. They look like it's like a Japanese style.
You
Like,
don't think this, to me, this seems pretty adult.
that's definitely YA.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference between this one and this one?
That it's not like a close up of.
Well, it is. This one has a face on it.
Yeah, but that's very small compared to it being blown up.
Yeah, I don't know. Here,
I definitely think they struck middle ground with this one. I think it does both.
this is like a adult romance. Interesting. I mean, eh.
No, they're horrible covers.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. They're so bad. But I think those are great. Like I don't see Children of Blood and Bone YA.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, like
Zero connection. Yeah.
okay, Nevernight.
Again, she's smaller. She's not that close up.
Mm. But it's still like a person on the cover, like a cartoon, a drawing.
Yeah, but that's not. I think not the main point. It's the girl in a dress type of thing.
Yeah, I mean this is definitely violent for sure.
Yeah.
Um
But like, I mean, very
oh,
similar to the girl on the dress.
yeah, but that's ooh, that's bad. Yeah, I guess. I guess you're right.
Yeah, but they're still horrible. It's Japanese art style. with
No,
no Japanese themes
no, it's
at
bad.
all in that book. It has nothing to do with the plotline.
No, I agreed. Absolutely. Why would they remake them? Makes no sense. They're so
Uh,
pretty. Okay, can we do like a quick segue side note because I see Twilight on your Does everybody else know Midnight Sun's coming out?
I think that has blown up
I am
in
so
both ways.
excited.
I'm excited, but I also recognize how shitty it is too.
Akamath has a crow on the cover. Why? Why is there a crow on the cover of Akamath?
Because the night sky, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
There is no reason to stop looking for the reason in the horrible covers.
if I were Sarah J. Maas, I'd be like, no, stop. Stop. Although they redid Throne of Glass and they redid it great. Like the first Throne of Glass with like the girl on the
Totally.
cover. Oh my god, I'm so glad that they redid it.
Midnight Sun. Yep. So I'm totally gonna read it. I'm a
Oh
bit
yeah.
peeved that she is milking Midnight Sun to like it's branded and priced at an adult book level.
Oh,
It's
it's
$30. It's like 20
600 plus pages. I looked it up. It is like 630 pages.
What the
Six,
hell is she putting in there? Because Twilight is
600,
not 600 pages.
six,
Oh, totally.
um,
Yeah, 14-year-old me is very happy,
oh yeah.
but I recognize how shitty of a book that was and
This one has
how
500.
shitty of like relationship and like that book is so unhealthy in so many ways, but I'm definitely still buying it and reading it.
Okay. I I don't know. I'm looking up the spin-off
I know.
series to Akatar.
The fact that she is milking this so bad irritates me because we have Twilight. We've got the reverse special edition one, which, you know, like the gender bent one, which is the exact same freaking book, just switched. So she's getting people to buy it. And then this one, the fact that that's also $29 kills me. Like, I, I I'm a sucker, so I'm still gonna buy it, but like serious eye roll, Stephanie Meyer.
So there is a scheduled book, A Court of Thorns and Roses, #4, to be released in uh what day is it? It just said, hang on, 648 pages in 2021. Yeah, 2021, January 2021, according to Goodreads. I
Ooh,
don't
January is not that far.
know, it's not. I don't know how accurate this is. No idea. But it is on Goodreads. I wonder if it's on Bloomsbury.
So while you're looking that up, I'm going to talk about. Oh yeah, I was totally obsessed in high school too. Our next book pick is called Beach Read and is an adult romance, which we are very excited about. And it is about two different authors like being at beach houses. Both of them are stuck in writing ruts, and then like one writes, I think, horror, one writes romance, and they decide to write the other person's genre. And yeah, it sounds real cute. It is by Emily Henry. This is what the cover looks like, and it doesn't come out until May 19th, but I feel
Oh,
like this is like gonna be a bingey, easy to read book. So
yeah.
we'll let you guys know when the live show is gonna be for that. But I'm so looking forward to that. Like for weeks now, I've been like, when's it coming out?
Oh, good, Hannah. I'm glad you're pumped for Beach House.
Yeah,
Is it called Beach Reads or Beach House?
beach read.
Okay, Beach Read. Okay.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. Okay. So, according to Bloomsbury on their main website, yes, A Court of Thorns and Roses, Book 4 by Sarah J. Maas, title and cover coming soon, 650 pages. coming in 2021.
Oh, 650 glorious pages of Nesta and Cassian. And you know what's so funny? Like
I'm
that,
so
give it to me.
excited.
But like 800 pages of this, I'm like, too much. Too much.
Yeah, nah. To be honest, okay, Hannah, honestly, are you going to read the second one?
It depends on what it's titled and who we're following. If it's a character that we've not been introduced to, I don't care. I would wait for the reviews to buy it. If it's following Fury, I'm gonna buy
Oh, agreed, Hannah. That book better not match the new awful covers. I'll be
it.
so upset.
No, I don't. But they're not stopping the production on the old covers though. They're just giving another cover option.
I think it's a UK edition.
Oh, for the weird ones?
I It looks like it because it says you can buy it paperback starting June and it's got a pound sign next to it. Not a pound
Well,
sign, but
you are
the
on the
pound. Like it's
yeah,
eight
yeah.
8 pounds, not.
You are on the Bloomsbury website though. Their UK
Oh,
house.
that's true. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say maybe they have their own maybe they're just making like their own separate cover. Um
No, because Sarah J. Maas debuted it on Entertainment Weekly.
oh, it
Yeah.
sucks. She's probably like, "No."
Oh,
Um
I'm sure she's eating that shit up. It's more money in her pocket.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. It means her books are selling. Okay, so I'm excited for the spin-off series.
No.
What?
She says they're releasing it in the US and the UK. I heard they are discontinuing the old covers, but I could be wrong.
Oh, well,
Well, I may be
get
buying
them, guys. Get them fast.
yeah, I may be getting the UK version of the next set then.
I don't know, because it's still its own series. It's still really pretty. I just realized you can't even see that. I'm like pointing. There we go. Um,
Yeah.
as
I
the
wonder if
adult
it's
book
getting
price.
recategorized as adult as well.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. I don't know. Well, are they going to be, is it going to be adult, the spinoff? Or is it going to be like new adult?
Well, I think
I mean, what's the difference? Technically, I guess a new adult, it's the same, just in their
yeah.
20s.
Well, I think it's what she's saying is they did the covers to rebrand
Oh,
as adult, so it'll be in the adult section with the adult price point.
I see. Got it. I mean, I don't consider ACOTAR young
Young
adult.
adult? No,
I
hell
don't.
no.
No, I don't.
No.
I thought it's a little honestly like this is more young adult and it's not young adult, but this is more young adult in my opinion than the
I agree.
ACOTAR
Yep.
because I mean, yes, they drop the F-bomb a lot.
And they talk about doing drugs, like they talk about substances and they talk about like
They
casual
do.
sex.
They do. But it's not as graphic, I feel like. I don't know.
I agree. It's definitely not as graphic. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is it for the live show. Do you have anything else that you want to add in?
No, I'm so excited that we're getting the spin-off book.
Yes. And I'm really excited for Beach Houses or
Beach
not
Reads.
Beach House, Beach Read.
Yeah, I'm really
So,
excited. And then
that will be
I'm
next
honestly
month.
excited for Midnight Sun. I really am.
Oh,
So
yeah, like I said.
that's
I'm
going to be
get
our
into that.
September book because it's going to be released September 6th. Is it
Lol.
September or August?
August. It's the end of
August.
August.
Okay.
So it'll be
No,
it'll be the September pick.
no, I thought it was August 6th it gets released.
I think it's the like 28th or something.
Hang on. I just looked at today. Coming soon. Yes, I know. Coming soon. What day?
Oh, I have it on my thing.
8/4. 8/4. August
Yeah.
4th.
Okay.
So
it could be our August pick.
it could be our August pick.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay with that? August 4th. Yes.
It could either go really well or really it's going to be a rant.
I feel like we have to. We have to.
Yeah. Totally.
We have to. Like
we'll add that to our pinned tweet of our books, but
I might actually reread Twilight that month as well just to like compare. for myself.
Or yeah, like we can do it for like July. Oh yeah, it's gonna be insane.
We could. Do you guys want to do Twilight for July and then August Midnight Sun? We
Hold
totally
on.
could.
We got to see what, because we already have July picked, I believe.
Do we? Okay.
Because I think we have up until.
I was gonna say we could totally do that, and then that way we have like our live show on Twilight, and then we have our live show on Midnight Sun.
Oh, we don't have anything for. Oh, we're totally skipping something.
What?
Beach Read is in June.
Oh, what's
With our
May?
June pick. By the book.
Oh, sorry guys.
I've been so looking forward to Beach Read that I totally skipped over that.
Which
I
one's
found
by?
it was weird that we picked something so close to the end of the
I
month.
agree. Yeah. It's on your Twitter.
Yep, it's by the book is what the next one is called.
What's that one about?
Right, I just have been so this is the next one. I lied. This is the next one.
By the book. I forget what that one's about.
Honestly, I've been so looking forward to the other one now.
I mean, we could. I mean, it's already like May 9th. We could just skip it and not do
Who was that? Hold on.
and not do
But
it.
I remember us picking this and being excited about it, though.
Yeah.
Amanda Skellett. Oh no, this is gonna be cute. Now I remember it. Let me pull up the.
Oh, this is the one I'm least excited about.
Why?
Because I hate YA contemporary.
Girl, no, you don't. Fangirl. And
That's
Carry
not
On.
YA. That's not YA. Carry
Yes,
On's
it
not
is.
fantasy contemporary. Carry
It's
On is
labeled
fantasy.
It's
Carry On
labeled
is
in.
100% fantasy.
It is labeled in contemporary.
What?
Ask the Barnes and Noble bookseller
No.
who looked at that book all the time.
Pull. Carry On is fantasy, correct?
But it's off of a fan fiction.
Yeah, but Fangirl to me is new adult. She's in college. It's different.
That is in YA. Girl.
Okay, I hate YA set in high school.
Okay, by the book is as a devotee of classic novels, Mary Porter Malcolm knows all about mistakes that have been made, especially by impressionable young women. So when a girl at her new high school nearly succumbs to the wiles of a notorious cad, Mary starts compiling the Scoundrel Survival Guide, a rundown of literary types to be avoided at all costs. Unfortunately, Mary is better at dishing out advice than taking it, and the number one bad boy on her list is terribly debonair. As her best intentions go up in flames, Mary discovers life doesn't follow the same rules as fiction. If she wants a happy ending in real life, she'll have to write it herself. I think this is going to be such a fun book for the
I think we picked it because it sounds like it's a love to hate.
Yeah. Oh, it totally is a love to hate. And I think it's going to be poking fun at so many literary things that we can laugh about.
That's
of being
true.
like, this is horrible.
I mean, I'll read it. How big is it? I don't want another 800-page book. What?
No, if it's a YA, actually, I don't even know if it's a YA book.
It's got to be. She's in high school.
That doesn't mean anything. It is it's YA.
So it's not even released until May 12th.
May 12th. So 384 pages.
Okay, that's not bad. Oh, Hate to Love. Sorry, guys. I'm just so distraught on Carry On being considered contemporary.
Also, Love to Hate would be hilarious too. Like I could do with that. Like going from love to hate to love. Like I'm here for that trope too. Right?
But it like throws in that stupid break up, get together, break up, get together. I hate that trope.
That's a good point.
Carry On would be fantasy. Thank you.
I'm just saying it's labeled in in fiction.
I know, I agree. But I mean I mean, but you can see where I'm coming from with the fantasy, right?
Yeah, but it's also like it's from a fan fiction though. I think they just put it in fiction, like YA contemporary, because they want to put it next to Fangirl.
Yeah.
So that's
So
probably
genre says young adult fiction, fantasy fiction, high fantasy. I wouldn't consider it high fantasy,
I wouldn't say necessarily have fantasy either.
but that's what when you look it up, that's the genres it gets put under. Either
Yeah.
way, it's fine. Um,
I
I'm
think
still
they just put it next to or put it in fiction because fangirl is in fiction,
yeah,
like
I can
contemporary.
understand that. I can understand that. And I
Yeah.
mean, I don't necessarily hate YA contemporary. It's just my least favorite genre because it's like the one where you can get a really good book, don't get me wrong, like Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, Fangirl,
Hold on. So how many? Because you say it's like the bottom of your list, but what are we talking? Like bottom out of like three?
I would say like I like fantasy, I like adult, like romance, science fiction. I like YA a lot. I just don't like YA contemporary. But like I
But
love
like,
YA fantasy.
but that goes in this one in fantasy
Yeah, because I guess YA is more of a it's not a genre, uh,
age range.
it's an age range. Okay, fair enough. But you have to agree that YA contemporary tends to have a lot more annoying characters.
Yeah, it's a little bit more tropey. Well,
Yeah.
and I think it's like that you're thinking about the immaturity level.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, there are some fantastic like The Gravity of Us I thought was great and that was
Yeah,
YA
that was super
contemporary.
cute. Yeah,
It's more hit or miss. So which is
yeah.
why I was like less excited about it.
But that comes out soon.
Okay, May 12th.
By the book. Yep.
Yeah, we could do it. And then
And then Beach Read
yeah,
next month.
yeah. And then I mean, do we necessarily need to reread Twilight to read Midnight Sun?
No, I just am gonna binge
I've
the whole series
I've
probably
I've
in.
reread it so many times that I mean I don't know, you guys let us know like if you want us to
We don't need
we
to review it. I
yeah,
mean,
we do these for you. So if you prefer Twilight over a certain book, we can skip one, whatever. It doesn't matter for us.
but stay
Also,
tuned for the live show.
yes, and let us know like on we're going to be better about Goodreads, but like on Twitter, we need to start having books for the rest of this
July and on.
year. Yeah, so we've got August, which is Midnight Sun. So we're going to need September on. Let us know what you
Mhm.
guys want.
Yeah.
So I think we did like really well this year with,
Trying to plan things out.
well, and like picking different books. Like, I
Definitely.
feel like we need a thriller.
I would love that.
Save it for October or something.
Yeah.
I feel like we need like a good thriller.
I'll keep my
So,
eye out for what like releases are coming out for.
yeah, you tend to know pretty, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I honestly don't know unless you like tell me.
All right, well,
Ooh, a thriller. Yeah, a thriller would be fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I rarely read contemporary. The only YA contemporary author I like is Morgan Matson. See, I've never read a Morgan Matson book.
I haven't either. Yeah, it's up there. I
Save the
have
date.
one. I just haven't read. I don't think
Yeah.
I've read one. Oh, I have. I've read um oh the list of where is it? That is gonna bother me. Oh, Since You've Been Gone. I have read one and I was like, it was cute. It was something different. It wasn't like earth shattering.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is going to be it for the live show. Tweet at us if you have any book recommendations you would like to add on to the list. And we will see you next month. We'll let you know when for by the book.
Thanks, guys, for joining into our live show.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. I haven't read it in like 8 years. I'd be cool with it.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.